guys, it's Kimmi. I know you're here for the video and I'm gonna let you get right to it. But first, I have to tell you about the Notary Business Success Mentor Program if you have not heard. And it includes everything you need to get started in your business to teach you how to properly notarize using our course, Notarize Like a Pro. Apostilles, field inspection, ink fingerprinting, you name it, we got you covered. So check it out, including weekly live trainings and a 7-day-a-week chat. Oh yeah, you heard it right, 7 days. So check it out, notaryeducators.com. Bye. Enjoy the video.
So in that case, what we did, we were then afterwards. You want to get into about?
Yeah, I was just trying to see what their answers were really quick. So what's your thoughts on that really quick? 1, you would have did the exact same thing, or 0, no, she need to pay both of us something. Because again, we didn't collect anything on our end, Jeffrey and I. So Beauty is her name said 1, completely agree to what you did. Yeah, okay, thank you, Beauty is her name. Yep, I love your channel name too. Yeah, so that's what we did. So we collected the 50, but then we're looking at the documents and there is one place that she needed to sign. Stephanie says the same thing. Thank you, Stephanie. She's in agreement too. Yeah, because sometimes it's about customer service. I mean, again, I asked her to screen the client, so it wasn't my fault that she wasn't alert. I was very clear. And then she didn't screen the client. She let the hospital do it, or the nursing home place. And you know, I don't know. Either way, she might still would have had me come on out there because they was trying to get that paper signed out. Filled out.
Yeah, because the paper was really what they needed. Is they needed to have that document signed so that they can have so that they could, as the person that's taking power of attorney, could pay and have access to pay where the patient was staying at, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So
really, notary is saying 1 also.
Yeah.
So then, so what happened though is we're looking through the documents again. The agent needed to have 1 document notarized. So I told her, I said, we'll just charge you 50 for that. So we still ended up getting 50 in the end. So I made 50. That wasn't what I was going out there to make. I made 50. I gave the notary 50. I mean, the witness who is a notary, I gave him 50. So we ended up making 100 out of it. So it is what it is, because again, we were not going to sign. And if she has to have us come back out there, we left instructions that, because each page of this particular power of attorney needed to be initialed. Everyone is so different. So there's never going to be 2 documents the same. But in this case, so we told them, hey, go ahead and let the nursing home do what they can to help us get it done. Oh, I know that's you, Lisa. I know Lisa. I knew that was you. But since you had changed it, I didn't know if you want me to use that name or not. So, so that was what happened. And again, it's a lot of little gems. If you were truly listening to the story, you know, you always want to make sure that you are using your screening questions. 2 things happen. Once you get out there, the situation may not be what you think. 3, go ahead and charge that client something, especially if you had another witness to come, even if you want a small travel fee, because I could have told her 50 for the witness and then 25 for our travel fee just to get something. But again, we did end up notarizing 1 document. She did want to leave the documents with Jeffrey and I to come back to the client, because the actual hiring person lived a couple hours away. I did not want her to leave her documents with me. I don't want that kind of responsibility. So I told her you could leave them with the nursing home people. And then if everything goes the way it goes that we want it to go, I'll come back out here.
Yeah, because
or hire somebody closer.
Yeah. So the issue was that they came to the conclusion that when they did the travel, when they brought her from, because she was coming from 2 hours away, that I guess whatever, you know, drugs they had given her to travel, that she just was out of it, you know. So
and she was cold. Yeah, it was just a terrible situation, and just sad overall. Again, the hospice nurse was there, so it's not good, right? So it was what it was. And just to kind of put a conclusion on that, because I'm gonna tell you Lisa's story right quick, because Lisa had something happen yesterday, and it was really interesting. She told me I could share, so I'm gonna share her story really quick too. We had a comment. Can you scroll back a little bit and get that comment, Jeff? And then we're gonna wrap up this story, and I want to tell you about Lisa right quick. Hi, thanks for the, can you read it? You can read it.
She says, thanks for, this is C Bell 3408 says, thanks for the scenario. You don't charge up front for these types of notarizations?
You know, to your point, C-Bell, typically, if I'm going past 30 minutes, I usually do collect a little fee up front. I really do sometimes. But again, I'm kind of the mindset, I don't like to really do business that way. I really don't. I'm a little softy when it comes to that, because I might get out there for any reason and notarization is not going to happen. If it's further than like that 40-minute mark like we did yesterday, yeah, they're going to pay something, because we went to a jail one time, got all the way to the jail, and what happened?
Yeah, we were, I mean, literally, and that was about an hour away. Yeah. And so we got...
That was our first jail.
That was our first. We were like 5 minutes away. And then
they called and said the inmate can't come out.
The person, they can't come out or whatever.
What? And it happened. So we didn't make no money on that one, you know? So it's all good. And they'll call it the cost of doing business. So we'll write our mileage off, you know, and keep it moving. Roll it up a little bit. Sandy had a comment. You want to read, Sandy?
She says, I totally agree. I would have been uncomfortable in a situation like that and would refuse to do a signing.
Yeah.
Right. And Ms. Abdul, y'all had a long drive. Travel fee and witness fee is fair. And then these situations require a lot of empathy.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Say that again, Stephanie. Yeah. They do. And we are very empathetic to that kind of thing. And we try to even go above and beyond with the assessing part, because we've been there when our parents were both ill, or his dad, my mom and dad. And my dad, having him sign those papers was crazy. But fortunately, we had a notary that was able to read past the obvious. So sometimes you have to be able to assess. That's why I'm big on, when we say read the room, you know, we kind of teach you how to do that. And we'll talk about mentorship really quick, and I'm going to tell you Lisa's story. Get those last couple comments.
Says one of your screening questions could be medication times to avoid medication interference.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes.
That's a good point. So,
yes.
So as to your point, C-Bell, the next time a scenario like that comes up, then we'll ask, do you know how the patient is traveling? Are they medicated?
And she told me that she was being transferred, but I didn't know she was being transferred the same day that she was having us to come out. And then we've never encountered that. Remember, when you're doing general notary work, it's just like Forrest Gump. It's a box of chocolates. You don't never know what you're going to get.
So, but you learn from those experiences.
True.
And you learn and say, okay, next time if a scenario like that happens, then we'll ask additional questions so that we, you know, you ask if the patient alert, they say, yeah, but what happened is that the family, the two daughters, they were going off the last time they had saw her.
Yeah, she said 2 weeks ago
she said she was up and around, so they thinking that everything was fine. So
but when you're dealing with end of life stuff, you never know how quickly things or the patient is going to deteriorate, you know?
And
so to your point, being empathetic is very important. So one of our trainings that will help you is the estate/trust package course. And that course will help you to know how the documents are supposed to look, what the notarization is to look like, how many witnesses you need, what's the verbiage, common verbiage you'll hear. So that's the estate/trust. You can purchase the course separately at notaryeducators.com using coupon code WIN2025, or it's included in our mentorship for the all-inclusive package. And for the all-inclusive package, you get access to 17 courses. We just released the mystery shopping course. I don't know if you guys saw that. We had Ms. Clarice, she signed up. Well, she's in an all-inclusive plan, but she took the course, and the next day she actually did her first shop from what I put it out on what day we released that course, maybe a Friday. Her mystery shop was on a Sunday. So if you're sleeping on mystery shopping, if you're not doing it, so check out the mystery shopping course, field inspection course, Apostille, Wedding Officiant, Remote, Notarize like a Pro, literally everything you need, plus with the all-inclusive or the startup plan. We got two. The startup plan also, you get to meet with us weekly live training every week, and we teach you something, and then we do open coaching. So our members are doing amazing. If you've not seen the success stories on notaryeducators.com homepage, check it out, notaryeducators.com, the homepage. You will see all the success stories, and that's more. That was just one session. So every time we meet, we're doing successes, okay? Every time we meet. So check it out. The schedule for this month is also there, so you can see what we're talking about, what happens over there, and it's just going amazing. We're pretty pleased with it. Let's get Robbie's question, and then I want to tell you Lisa's story really quick.
She says, how do we get in touch with you guys to ask questions about the packages and if you help with notary stuff out of state?
Yes, Robbie, we teach all 50 states, all 50. Within the membership is how we do our teaching. So you have access to all of the 17 trainings. You don't have to take all of them at once. You don't even have to do all of them. There is wedding officiant, field inspection, but the main courses you want to focus on is going to be Notarize like a pro. Like I was talking about earlier, the estate/trust. Okay, so you can look at the website, notaryeducators.com, and just see which way you learn better, which what fits your budget, I should say, either the startup plan or the all-inclusive, because either way we meet weekly, live, like we're here, we meet on Zoom. Nationwide, we got people from Connecticut, New York, Ohio, Michigan, Georgia,
California.
Nevada, California, and then we have the live chat feature that runs 7 days a week. 7 days a week. So look at the notary success stories again so you can see how we actually roll over here at Notary Educators. Our actual email, though, is info@notaryeducators.com. But we won't be doing any teaching on packages within an email, Robbie. Either you choose a startup plan or the all-inclusive plan to work with us. Those are the options right now. So you can send us an email if you'd like, but typically you can choose. We're very clear on everything we offer. You can choose either the $27 plan based on what it says or the $47. Those are the two options to actually work with us, okay?